Question 13 asks, how long would it take for $75 to increase to $160 at 7% compounded annually? And asks us to answer to the nearest year. So for this question, I'm going to use one of the equations that's just taken from your notes, and that's this equation here, where A equals P times 1 plus I to the power of n. And these variables here, I'm going to write out what each of them means. So A is the accumulated amount. P is the principal amount. I is our interest rate, and that's per compound period, depending on what that is. And N is our number of compound periods. So in this case, our interest is compounded annually, so our compound period is 1 year. And so we can take the information we've been given in this problem and plug it into this formula. So our accumulated amount that we're looking for is $160. So I'm going to put 160 in for A. The principal amount is $75. That's what we started with. And we're adding 1 plus I, our interest rate, which is 7%, so 0.07. And this is to the power of n. And n is what we're trying to find, how many compound periods or how many years it would take to get $160 from $75. So starting out, I'm just going to add what's in these parentheses. So that gives me 1.07 to the power of n. And next I'm going to divide by 75 on both sides of my equation. 160 divided by 75 is a bit of a messy decimal. It ends up being 2.13 repeating. I'm just going to leave it like that. And this is equal to 1.07 to the power of n. So what we have here, we can essentially rewrite as a logarithm. So we're looking for what power do we have to put 1.07 to get 2.13 repeating. So another way of writing that is the log of base 1.07 of 2.13 repeating equals n. And then to make this more easy to put into our calculators, we can use a change of base rule. And so to get rid of this base of 1.07, we can rewrite this as log base 10 of 2.13 repeating divided by the log base 10 of 1.07. And that equals n. So this then we can just put into our calculators, and we end up getting another pretty messy decimal, but it ends up being around 11.2. So we can say n is about equal to 11.2, and the question just asks us to answer to the nearest year. So that's going to round down to 11 years. So 11 years is the answer to question 13.